use the bank. Okay, so what does 1 million rand buy you? Well, you could go and buy 1 million rand of shares. Go to a bank and ask them to give you money to buy shares. Let us know how that goes. No one's going to give you money to buy shares. So your 1 million rand is limited to buying 1 million rand in shares. You could buy 1 million rand of crypto. I'm in the crypto space as well. The returns can be phenomenal. But in those bad years, you will cry. Okay, because it can go 300% one way and then it goes 500% the other way. That's just crypto, right? But you're going to buy 1 million. No one's going to give you funding for crypto. Then you could buy property cash for 1 million rand, like what some people would do. Or you could say, well, I'll buy a property for 3.5 million by using leverage, right? So that's the power of 1 million rand. Now I like to look at it in another way. What's the power of 10 million? All of a sudden, we're not buying a 10 million rand property. Now we're buying a property worth 35 million. Let's think a bit bigger. What's the power of 100 million? You put a couple of investors together in a room, they've got 100 million rand in equity. All of a sudden, we're buying a 300 million rand portfolio. So your level of thinking is going to dictate the size of deals that you're going to be interested in. So automatically, we just think, I've got to look at the 3 million rand deal because I've only got 500,000 rand in my account. But what if there's someone else, 3 other people in this room sitting with 500,000? Couldn't you guys come together and put a deal? That's how listed funds are built. Growthpoint, the biggest property fund in the country. How do you think they were built? They were not built because someone said, I've got 1 million rand in my pocket. It was built because some entrepreneur said, you've got 1 million, you've got 5 million, you've got 7 million. And when Growthpoint listed, they only had about 7 or 8 properties in the portfolio. Today, it's the biggest REIT in the country.